What is the most questionable thing you own? I have an ancient Corinthian helmet that I found in my parents' village. It's about 2500 years old. It may be illegal for me to hold on to. A skateboard. I'm in a wheelchair. Legit, I won it in a raffle and they chose to give me the skateboard. Not the sound system or TV. No, let's give the dude in a wheelchair a skateboard. Edit. Thank you for all the upvotes and comments, everyone. I just remembered that the event that the raffle was held was also a wheelchair event. Everyone was in chairs. And they thought to put a skateboard up for raffle. Years ago I was ordering an adult toy and got confused between Imperial and metric, and let's just say I've owned a very robust doorstopper ever since. Alligator head. My parents bought it for me right after I became vegetarian. I don't know why I kept it. A real fire hydrant painted like a Dalmatian, white with black dots. Someone asked why it was painted like a cow, and I told her they were out of Dalmatian paint at Lowe's. It's a yard ornament in my front yard. I collect somewhat grotesque and unusual items, and own several human skulls. Whilst not illegal to own, the most questionable one I bought from eBay, in the USA, before they banned them. It was listed as an old educational skull, bought from an estate sale, so I thought, fair enough, and bought it. It eventually arrived with a whole bunch of China post stamps on it, and when I removed it from the packaging and turned it the right way up, a bunch of soil fell out. So yeah, turns out I probably own the skull of a Chinese political prisoner. My father recently died. After cremation I was offered his knees, which he had replaced 10 years ago. So I accepted, and they are now in my shop and I'm considering what to do with them. I have a 6-foot tall stuffed robot. Best $5 ever. My wife finds it necessary to save every single jars from pasta sauce, jams, jellies, sauces, so many bloody jars filled with air. I collect the horse heads from all of the chess games I come across and line them up in my closet. Every time someone sees the inside of my closet, it's often the first thing they questioned me about. But I just like horses. There is a dead chameleon in my refrigerator currently. A photo in my wallet of a random grandma I found on the street. I own a massive gorilla statue. I own a collection of black and white photos that are not of my family. I have no idea who these people are, and neither does my mom or even my grandma. I'm going to throw them away soon because they creep me out. I, a 26-year-old male, somehow acquired a pink plastic cup with images and unicorns printed on it. No idea where it came from, but prompts a lot of questions. A taxidermied frog playing a small wood piano. My dad got it for me in Mexico years ago, and I can't bring myself to get rid of it. A preserved shark in a jar, named Meredith. I then moved into my dorm my freshman year of college and my roommate was also named Meredith. Several hay horns. I don't own cattle and live in a city of 150k population. 60,000 watt laser bought as broken surplus. Used my autistic fascination with optics that I've had since age 10 to fix it. My friends like to joke that I possess more coherent optical power than most nations. I had to rewire my house for 3-phase to power the damn thing. The coolest thing I can do with it is cut or etch tempered glass without shattering it, which is what useful purpose I'm putting it to. A pillowcase lined with flex tape and filled with orange juice. No, I do not know why. Yeah. So I have a wind chime made of taxidermied squirrels and bones. I'm fond of it. My girlfriend is not. A vial of snake venom. Not gonna say what kind just in case. But it was a beautiful snake I caught a few summers ago, and I wanted to keep a memento. I have some tritium keychains. Tritium is radioactive hydrogen gas. In the keychains, the gas is sealed in a glass tube with phosphorus inside, which absorbs the radiation and glows. They'll glow for at least a decade. Most people say the radiation from these keychains is minimal and can't even escape the tube or penetrate human skin. but just in case, I keep the smallest tritium keychain, 1mm by 6mm, on my keyring, instead of the bigger ones. I have a teddy bear made with real hair. Excuse me. My dad has shrine to a wrestler, called AJ Styles. My best friend walked in our house, looked at it, and gave me a confused look. It was hilarious. I own a traffic light. Full-size traffic light from Siemens, that was taken down from the streets when the city went to LED lights, and it was given to me and some other students by the workers, who took it down because we asked if we could have it. A 22-year-old laptop that somehow still runs Windows 10. I have a piece of brick of the baths of Caracalla that I use as a decoration in my office. A friend brought it to me years ago. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to have such a thing, even if it's a piece of ruin. I have comedian Judy Tenuta's gum that she spat at a guy in front of me, landed on his table, and he could not have inched farther away from it when she did this. I waited until she was done talking to him, and when she went to the next joke, I asked him if he was gonna do anything with it. He said no in a slightly repulsed voice, so I scooped it up. I have no shame. I don't have any idea why I did this. Am I going to clone Judy someday? Probably not. But the idea that I can is enough for me. Honestly, I don't own anything super questionable. I mean, I have a vinyl collection of over 60 plus vinyls, but I have never actually owned a record player. I have the money to buy one, but I don't know why I won't. Too lazy, I guess. My bathroom drawer is filled with a collection of thick balled up wads of hair I've saved from 5 years of washing my hair in the shower. I have a bottle of whiskey from Thailand with a cobra and a scorpion inside of it, just as a decoration. I've had it for years. It must be half formaldehyde or something, and I'm terrified of coming home drunk one night and saying what the hell and destroying myself with poison. A 7 feet long toy worm that always stays on my bed. I also have the top of music stand that I stole from my high school band hall. It was broken off already from the pole. An umbrella with a Mexican pharmacy branding on it. I live in Australia and have never been to Mexico. Also, nobody in the house knows where it came from. It just is. I'm a 29-year-old adult male with 2 kids and I buy toy cars. A lot. My desk is covered. I hate myself as much as you do right now. The hip of a dead cow. I found it in a crevice out in the woods when I was a kid. Thought it was a skull and brought it home, cleaned it and hanged it up on my wall. Wasn't until much later that I realized what it was, but I still have it stowed away in my dad's attic. A box full of fake memories. I wanted a box of memories so bad when I was a kid, but I didn't have any good memories, so I just made it all up, all the cards and gifts from friends and family. My girlfriend's nails in a bag. She clipped them before flying back to Canada. She had acrylic nails that she got at a salon and we're getting weak and falling off, so when they did she clipped the long nails beneath. She put them in a bag but forgot them. They've been sitting on this table ever since. Used to do door-to-door sales. At some point during this ended up owning a custom carved coffee table designed and carved around / for a beer keg. 4 years later, my chance arrived. I stole a beer keg. I'm not proud of being a thief. All I know was I didn't want to be there and technically speaking they stole my 30 rack. Carried the empty keg 3 miles home, and it is now my centerpiece. My girlfriend hates it. I have to say it's a tie between the ponytail of human hair, it's my own, sitting on my shelf, and the contract paper with family and friends signatures on it basically saying I own their souls and I can decide where they go when they die. I was a teenager when I made the contract. I'm 24 now. I don't really know why I keep both items. Maybe for nostalgic purposes. One of my friends went to Australia a few years ago, and I asked him to get me something kangaroo related. I now own a set of taxidermic kangaroo testicles. 62 Rubik's Cubes. Not bad, but I question my spending habits a lot. Thank you for watching AskReddit. Please like, share and subscribe.